Hi, my name is Janie Sandifer, and I'm here today to talk to you about Six Row Brewing Company. Six Row Brewing Company is an authentic company which was created in Midtown St. Louis. Six Row Brewing Company, its name came from its six original founders, in which one had already had experience in the beer industry. Six Row is known for its brew pub, which simply means that they are known for making their own beer on their own premises. Six Row takes great pride in the building in which it's built upon and the area in which it is. By saying this, I simply mean that before Six Row was thought of, the building in which Six Row is in was known as Falstaff Brewing Corporation, which was created in 1911. Falstaff Brewing Corporation was in business from 1911 to 1951, which means they were very prosperous and very popular. After Falstaff had closed in 1987, parts of its enterprise had got burnt down. And in early 2009, Six Row Brewing Company came along and decided to keep its history while making its own. In December 2009, the Six Row Brewing Company was created. Although Six Row is doing very nice in the area and the place that it's in, there are some things that can make Six Row even better. What I mean by this is that Six Row has a couple of areas in which they lack upon that other brewing companies are beating them in. For instance, one place known as Urban Chestnut, which is also in competition with Six Row, has many qualities that Six Row doesn't, which makes them more popular and more prosperous. Six Row takes pride in the history, as stated earlier, and the building and area in which they was built upon. They want to keep the history of Falstaff while also making their own history. But by doing this, they are simply hindering their chances to be as prosperous as any other beer industry in St. Louis. One of the problems with Six Row is simply that Six Row beer selection isn't as clear as any other beer selection. According to Richard Pro, who created the article Brew Cost Six Row versus Urban Chestnut from the University News of St. Louis University, simply stated that Six Row beer is hard to know. The beer choices is kind of hard to choose from because they don't simply know what to expect from those beers. Six Row has 8 different choices and they all are made uniquely. But by this being so unique, it is causing customers to be more cautious of what type of beer to choose from because they don't really understand what it is. Another problem which comes besides the uncleanness of beer is the atmosphere. Six Row closes at an early time, which means that those who want to sit and party and sit back and relax can't at Six Row, which causes many people not to go there because they already know after they drink they will not be there that long to even feel the drink that they have intaken. Also, Six Row did not build that much on the land simply because they wanted to keep the history of the brewing company, which was Falstaff. By doing this, they limited the amount of people that can come in, which means only about 75 to 100 people can actually be in the building at that time. That means no huge parties, no big watching the game, show, parties, anything. That puts a hinder on the prosperity of the company as well. Another factor that kind of get in the way of Six Row becoming a big franchise is that they don't have that much entertainment. Yeah, they have room in which you could sit and eat and watch them do whatever they want to do, but the only thing that it lacks is that Six Row only has as stated earlier, has a contained spot, so those activities are not as fun to do. Things that can make Six Row better, in my opinion, is simply that as far as the beer choices, have a taster. What I mean by taster is basically be able to let the people, the customers, come and taste the beer before choosing which one that they want to buy. I'm not saying to continue to let them taste it, but I am saying have them sit and drink a shot of it, and by that shot they can decide which one. They cannot continue to keep drinking on and on and on, because many people would take advantage of their privilege. So I'm saying one taste and no more. No, can I have some more of that? I don't know what that is. Another thing that can actually make Six Row a more prosperous place to be is if they take more risks. I'm saying that is the early nights in a small area, they can actually expand on that. Expand on the hours, make the hours longer so that more people could come in and more people will stay, and they will have more customers and a better way of making money. By expanding it, it also brings in more customers, because they are able to interact with people and have big parties and create more entertainment space for them. And lastly, as far as the legacy goes on, I understand that they really want to continue that, but I feel that if they push Six Row instead of Falstaff, they become more profits in what they're doing. I'm only saying that because Falstaff is Falstaff. The history of Falstaff is not going anywhere, but Six Row is trying to make a name. So therefore, they need to focus more on Six Row and less on the history of Falstaff. What I have learned from this whole experience was that creating a business does not just depend upon an idea. It does not depend upon what to sell or what type of business is going to be. Actually, it takes more into creating a business, and by doing this, that what causes a business to prosper or to fail. Six Row is a very great company and has great potential, but if it does some of the things that I said, I know for sure that it will be more than just Six Row Brewing Company by the end. This is my presentation. I thank you for your time, and hopefully Six Row will understand what they need to do. Thank you.